If you're looking to spice up your fitness session, I am joined today by a breathing expert who's worked with some of the best players, George Ford, Henry Arundel, and England rugby men's and women's. He's going to share with us today a secret that's going to help and spice up our fitness sessions, and it's all about our breath. Let's go and check it out. So I'm just joined by Jacko. Firstly, thanks for coming down.
Thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to this session, putting you through your paces.
Yeah, we've just been filming the goal kicking one as well. So if you are a goal kicker, make sure you head over to that. Jacko has shared some incredible insights to get in control. But today, fitness. And we're going to talk over things that we can add to our fitness session to get a little bit out of it. So what have you got for us?
So the technique we're going to use is exhale breath hold. It can sound a little bit crazy, and if you've got any heart conditions or blood pressure issues, then this is probably a little bit too hard for you. But if you're fit, well and healthy, this can boost your repeat sprint ability, so some research has shown us, by 10 times better than doing just your repeated sprint session without the breath holds in. So there's some wild claims that science is backing up that you can improve your tolerance to lactate, you can improve your oxygen reoxygenation recovery periods with this technique. But it's hard, you've got to do the work, but if you do the work with the breath hold, you get bigger gains and bigger results from it.
Amazing. I'm pretty nervous about this after you said the word hard. So what is the breathing technique to start with?
So very simply, we take a normal breath in and a normal breath out, and then we hold the breath. It's important that we hold on the exhale rather than on the inhale, because we don't want the lungs full of air and full of oxygen, because one of the things that we get from this technique is we drop oxygen levels within the lungs and within the blood and within the muscles, and that creates more lactate, but then your body gets better at dealing with it and buffering it. So we don't want to hold on a big inhale, we're going to hold on the exhale, so relatively empty lungs.
Okay, so I'm just about to run, breathe in, breathe out, and I don't breathe in again.
Yeah,
I
you
hold my
and
breath.
then you run, and we're going to run 40 meters.
Oh, days.
We're going to run 40 meters.
All right.
And you've got 30 seconds until you got to run back. So your 40 meter sprint is going to take you, depending on how fast you are, 6-7 seconds. So you're going to have 24, 23 seconds rest, something like that. So that rest period then becomes key, because you want to pant, and that's not going to help you. The breath hold itself is creating oxygen to drop down, but CO2 to increase. So we improve our tolerance to CO2 as well. That will help us in time with our breath control. But when you're not ready for it at first, it's the thing that's making you pant. So you change your body's relationship with that. Psychologically, that's going to have a bit of an impact as well, because when you're panting and you're holding your breath, you can feel a bit, or panting after holding your breath, you can feel a bit stressed. So you practice staying calm under that sort of stressful situation. And we learn to control our breathing rather than let it being fast and panty, so that you've got those precious 23, 24 seconds to get in a good place, to mentally be ready to go again.
Awesome. So I'm going to go through it now with Jacko, but make sure you wait around at the end, because Jacko's going to share a little exercise or a session for you to do to test out yourself, whether that's running, on a bike, or whatever that some of the pros are doing, which is pretty exciting. So, right, mate, nervous, but let's get into it.
Right, so he's just gone away and was thinking about how we're going to film this. I said, well, let's just do it. You're going to do 2 sets of 5. Each one's 30 seconds, so it's 2.5 minutes for one set, 2 minutes recovery in between. So it's only 7 minutes of work, but he was trying to get out of it, but we're getting him to go through it. So this is real, and this is, you see himself psyching him up, because this is going to go down.
So I know it's game time. It's time to do some fitness. So I had to flick the switch. How fast am I going here? Is it like
you're going
70%?
You're going, well, a bit close to 80, 85 maybe.
This is going to be
It's
tough.
not absolutely flat out. You can go absolutely flat out if you want to, but let's aim for about 85%.
Okay, let's go.
Right, so we've got the stopwatch going every 30 seconds. I'll count you down, 3, 2, 1. It'll be on the 3, take an inhale, take an exhale, go. Are you ready? Okay, normal breath in, normal breath out. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. 20 seconds recovery, and just try to get calm with it. Breathe out, go. Go, 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 go. 2 reps down, only 3 reps to go. So breathe in, breathe out, go. Let's go, push, 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 push. 3 down, 2 to go. Go. Nice, push, 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 push. Only one more after this. Yeah, last rep of set 1. And then I'm going to give him something to help in his recovery before set 2. Go! Hit that 6 seconds again, or just under. Nice. 2 minutes of work. We're going to give him 3 minutes of recovery before the next set. And we're going to teach him something important that's going to help him recover or regulate his breathing in the recovery period, which is something we call a CO2 dump. You don't want to miss this one. This is like a little breathing hack the pros love. Just notice what your breathing wants to be naturally like. Yeah. Don't change it, just let it happen. And we see it wants to be shallow, it wants to be a little bit chesty, okay? When you're holding your breath, not only is oxygen going down, but CO2 is going up. Okay. CO2 is like a big driver of our breathing. It influences the acidity within the body, acidity within the blood and within the tissues. And when you get more acidic, like your legs get more tired and you get that jelly legs. Yeah. That is good. That felt harder than if you'd just done 5 40-meter sprints, right? Oh yeah. Because you're holding the breath, you're starving the body a little bit of oxygen, and you're increasing the amount of CO2 within the blood. Now, if that is the case, and if CO2 is quite a big driver of our breathing, in your recovery periods, a little hack you can use is to dump off CO2 purposefully. Okay. So in this, we use the mouth purposefully to try to get rid of. You've got 24 seconds. It's like the whistle's gone on the pitch. You've got like 20 seconds before the next scrum or the next play. If I feel really out of breath, carrying on panting doesn't help you regulate and doesn't get rid of the CO2 in a most efficient way. Okay. So one is improve your tolerance to CO2, but the other is this little hack. So you try and drive as much CO2 out of your mouth. Yeah. You should feel exhale is like it's an ab exercise. Yeah. So bang. Yeah.
That last 5 meters of any sprint.
Like you need that to drive the ribs down and in to force the air out. Yeah? Yeah. And then afterwards, after just blowing some off, look how it's easier to breathe. It's easier to breathe calmer, and when it's easier to breathe calmer, you can breathe lower. You can hang back to nasal if you need to.
Yeah. It does feel like that's what I needed to do. That last 5 meters last sprint, I just want to...
Yeah. You want to get rid of that CO2. Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it? You hold the breath, the first thing your body wants to do isn't breathe more oxygen in, because your brain knows it needs to get rid of the CO2. So we're going to use that to our advantage. And rather than panting and shallowly getting rid of a bit, it's like get rid of a lot in 3 or 4 breaths, which might take you 2 seconds because they're quite fast. And then you've got the rest of those 22 seconds to actually recover better. So show us what a couple here. We've got 30 seconds before we start. So show us 3 CO. Good. That should feel, you should feel it in your abs. Yeah?
Good, okay. Good. That was tough. That was hard.
Right, this will be easier. Breathe in, breathe out, go. And blow off that CO2. Yeah. Nice. And then feel more in control, yeah? Breath out. Let's go. Go on. Nice. Breathe out. Hold. Let's go. Go. Go on. Push, mate. Push. Really good. Hold it. Now it's the last one. This is the money. It's the most important one. Blow it off. Get ready. Psychologically, this is the easiest because it's the last one. Physiologically, it's the hardest. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Go. Let's go. Okay. The resistance that your nose is providing is making the CO2 stay in. Now, that's the opposite of what I just said. Yeah, but what I just said was when we were going to go and do another sprint. Now, keep the mouth closed. Now, whilst we're done, there's a chance to, rather than get rid of it, it's like let the body get more comfortable with it. If you can build up your tolerance to CO2, when it is higher during higher intensity exercise, during games, you feel less out of breath and you'll feel less stressed and you'll have better control when you need it. So you can use the CO2 dumps to allow you to do something better, but equally at the same time you can not use them, like at the end of the session, and eventually you're going to start to feel calmer again in a minute, but initially, if you do choose to use your mouth, But if you choose to use your nose, where those holes are smaller, and you can hear your breathing starting to calm down now, make it come from here, and slowing the exhale is helpful. So nice big breath, slow in the exhale. When we slow the exhale, we slow the heart rate, and you get back under control of things. And that time now, rather than you just blurting it all out, your body has had to deal with it, and then over time, the adaptation is the receptors in your body that respond to that, they start to calm down a little bit, and you're better in control of your breathing.
Yeah, so rep 3 and 4,
Yeah.
legs were filling up. The last 5-10 meters, just keeping that intensity. Eyes were filling up. It was tough.
You managed the breath hold all the way to the 40? each
Yes,
time?
yeah,
good.
but literally, I was getting there and I was just like,
Yeah,
spurting it up.
and that's it. So it actually reaffirms something we said, that actually your body is trying to get rid of that CO2.
Yeah.
So if we can improve our tolerance to it, that's one thing. That's why I made you breathe nasally with the small little holes once we'd finished, so your body can start to get used to it. Yet the little hack during the session was like, get rid of it, but just get rid of it efficiently rather than sort of half-arsely or on auto.
So what would you recommend? How many of that, those little blocks of 5, was that 6 minutes that was?
Yeah,
that little session?
one set of 5 takes 2.5 minutes. And you have 2 or 3 minutes rest between, and then you do your second set of 5.
That once a week.
Yeah, once or twice a week max, but it's quite spicy.
It's spicy.
You don't need to do much. So once a week definitely is the sort of starting point. It can be done off feet on a watt bike. A lot of the professional, the international athletes I work with will do it off feet because they've already got like a watt bike session that they're doing, or they're just trying to take some of the load out of an impact out of the legs. So that's something that you do once a week. It takes 10 minutes or less. Did you notice the difference? Like set 2 was harder because it was set 2.
Yeah.
But did you feel like you had some level of control once you were starting to get rid of that CO2 a little better?
Yeah, so say, as soon as I crossed the line, the first 4 or 5 breaths, I was felt bad. And then as soon as I could get back in control of my breath, I felt, oh, I can calm this down now.
Yeah. And there's this relationship between our breathing and the mind in terms of being able to stay calm. So
Yes.
the breath hold, increasing CO2, we actually not only causing all these effects with your lactate, there's fear centers in the brain. So you actually feel more like stressed and more panicky the more CO2 you experience in the brain, but your ability to control your breathing then reverses that. So you felt calmer when you calmed your breathing. And you can apply that to any aspect of your rugby training and games where you feel a bit stressed or under pressure or nervous. Control your breathing, control your physiological response.
Yeah, and how I could see that fit in the game is if doing either a big attacking or defensive set, you've worked really hard, but then when the ball is coming towards where you are, that's when you need to get in control, make good decisions. So just before that, that's when you can get rid of all that, the quick breathing, that sort of breathing. And then as soon as the ball comes to you, or in your channel, that's when you can get back in control.
Rugby's a great game for a number of reasons, but one of them, in terms of using your breathing, is when the game's going on, I'm thinking about rugby, not my breathing. But we have lots of stoppages in play all the time, but it's just the stop-start nature of the game. Whenever the ref blows the whistle, I would be using some, when I played, I didn't know any of this. It's one of the reasons why I'm quite passionate about helping people that are still playing. There's all these times in the game, these precious times in the game, when you can do important things like communicating tactics, but get control of your breathing during that period when there's a stoppage. And you will physiologically and psychologically be in a better place, make better decisions, be better focused, be calmer, play better, and probably enjoy it more as well.
And there we go, mate. That was a class session.
Mate, it was a good effort from you, to be fair.
Yeah, I was only hoping for 3. I thought I was going to have all the editing over the top of it.
It was like, no, we're doing it.
But yeah, thanks for that. And where can people come and find you for more information if they want to work on their breathing or help their any day life?
Well, mainly in rugby, because that's what I played professional rugby myself, but work in a number of different sports, as well as people outside of sport, because breathing can help not just you stay calm in a rugby match, but can help you stay calm in a stressful life. So my website is probreathwork.com. The Pro Breathwork app is the app available on Apple and on the Google Store. And my Instagram is probably where I'm most active on social, which is jacko.david.jackson.
Perfect. And subscribe to my channel for more rugby drills, tips and insights to make you a better player. Cheers.